Hello, everyone. Glad you could join me. It's nice to have our little online community together again. And if this is your first time, welcome to joining us. Let's see, we've got Brian and Coral, Daryl, Elizabeth, Matthew, Patty, Shayla. So hello, everyone. So the way the meditation will go tonight is I will put up the image of Vajrasattva and the practice booklet from Venerable Robina Korten that we've been using as the basis for the meditation on the screen, so that if you need a little help with the mantra or need to refresh your visualization, those resources will be available for you on the screen as we go through the meditation together. My name is Thubten Chöying, and I am based at Kopan's Nunnery in Kathmandu. And I've got a picture behind me of the beautiful Bodhanath Stupa, which is here in Kathmandu. So hopefully, if you haven't yet been here to see that amazing holy place, you can come in the future and do circumambulation there. We have been starting with some mantras in order to multiply merit, because it is an easy way of getting some lazy, good spiritual energy. It's a very easy thing to do, but for instance, the first mantra of blessing the mala blesses the mantras that you say using the mala by sextillion times. So it's, yeah, so easy, right? And these mantras are from Lama Zopa Rinpoche's booklet practice on the method of transforming a suffering life into happiness, including enlightenment, which he wants all his students to be doing every day. So it's good to get very familiar with that practice, and the link to that is in the chat, as are the mantras. If you have your mala, we'll bless it. If you don't have your mala, that's totally fine. Don't feel like you have to go run and go get it. I'll keep track of the number of mantras during the meditation. And so we say this mantra 7 times, and we blow on the mala and rub it between our hands. Om RUTSIRA Mani Prawartaya Hum. 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 We had some kind of mechanical object flying over. So sorry about the noise. All right, and then we say the mantra to increase the power of recitation 7 times. TAYATHA Om DHARE DHARE BENDHARE SVAHA. 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 And then settle into your meditation posture. Just make sure that your back is straight. That's the most important part of your posture. It allows your breath to flow freely. It helps to keep you feeling very stable during the meditation. There are many benefits to it. If you're seated in a chair, then making sure that your legs are in a very comfortable position where the thighs are parallel to the floor and the feet are flat on the floor. So getting the right height for your chair is important. If you're in a cushion, making sure that your legs are crossed in a comfortable position. And you may find that you need to move during the meditation, and that's totally fine as well. It's natural to need to shift through a meditation posture over time. Your body is changing, so of course your position may need to change a little bit. But we want to just get stable enough that we can forget about the body and really turn inwards and focus on the mind. And so just really connect with the body. And just really experience whatever the body is experiencing right now. So you're paying attention to the sensations without worrying about what they are or what they might mean. It's just noticing things, like the feeling of the air on your skin, the feeling of what it's like to be connecting to the floor or cushion. The places where your clothes are touching your body. Whatever experiences may be happening even inside the body. You might be aware of your heart and how it's beating. And as you scan through your body, you might be noticing different sensations in different areas. That's very typical. And just notice them. And then take 3 nice deep breaths to help us relax into the posture. And letting your breathing return to normal. Thinking about our motivation. The most important part of any action is our motivation. And so it's always good to have the thought that may all my actions of my body, speech, and mind only benefit others. It's a very quick and easy way to set your motivation every morning. Say that 3 times and use it to refresh your motivation. Thinking that we're here to do this purification practice as a way to develop our mind. We have some understanding of karma, knowing that our suffering is based on past negative actions, and our happiness comes from past virtuous actions. We're starting to shift away from this worldly view of the immediate, superficial actions that we take as being the cause and effect of our happiness and suffering. It's a much deeper, more profound, long-term view where we take complete responsibility for our own happiness and suffering, as well as for the happiness and suffering of other sentient beings, because by acting in ways that are non-virtuous, that harm others, then we create the causes for them to harm us in the future, and then we harm them back, and it becomes this cycle of samsara that we're stuck in, where that suffering is just inevitable, unless we do purification, unless we develop our mind. And then we can be of benefit to all sentient beings. And so think about any past negative actions, particularly from today, that you may have done, any actions of body, speech, or mind that could have harmed others or harmed yourself. And we're thinking about this so that we have the chance to be really honest. Because if we aren't admitting our faults, then there's no hope to change them. They just stay stuck as habits. But if we admit them with just a simple sense of regret that we would like to change them, we regret that we have been creating that habit, regret that we've created causes for suffering and possibly harmed others. So it's a very positive way of being able to be open with ourselves. So really bravely try and find any specifics. And if you have actions that you've done further into the past that keep coming to your mind, perhaps you've tried to purify them, but that you still find yourself dwelling on them, or you haven't yet purified them, include those. As well as a general wish to purify anything from all past lives. And anything from this life we might not remember. We want to completely purify. And to do this, we rely on Guru Vajrasattva, this perfect being of wisdom and compassion, who only wants to help us and all sentient beings, the perfect guide, the perfect role model. And visualize Vajrasattva above the crown of your head. Sitting in meditation posture on a beautiful white lotus. His body is blissful white light with a loving, compassionate face. Holding a Vajra and bell. And we take refuge in Guru Vajrasattva because he can help us, free us from this suffering, help us attain enlightenment. And we say the refuge prayer 3 times, or you can just meditate on the meaning. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. And how amazing that doing this practice really can benefit all sentient beings. By developing our mind so that we can have that perfect wisdom and compassion of Guru Vajrasattva. This is one important step in that process. And so first, Guru Vajrasattva helps us to purify our body, sending down a powerful beam of white, blissful nectar, entering the crown of your head. And all past negative actions of body in the form of black inky liquid are pushed down by the white nectar, exiting your body through the lower orifices. And the black inky liquid, once it exits your body, just completely dissipates, gone as if it was never there. And those are your actions that were negative of body. As we say the mantra 7 times. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dito Mebawa Sitoshaya Mebawa Siposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dito Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dito Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dito Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dito Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dito Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dito Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe. And be so delighted that all the negative actions of your body are now completely purified. And then we purify any negative actions of speech. With Guru Vajrasattva again sending down that blissful hose of white nectar that enters the crown of our head, filling our body this time from the bottom up, pushing up any of those past negative actions of speech as the black inky liquid coming out the top, and again completely dissipating as if it was never there. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dito Mebawa Sutoshaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarva Karma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Sipushaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Sipushaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. So how amazing. All those past negative actions of speech now completely purified. Think that you couldn't even possibly say anything that would harm others. And then we purify any negative actions of mind, any critical thoughts, any anger, jealousy, and especially our ignorance, our self-cherishing, thinking that the I truly exists and is more important than all other sentient beings. Guru Vajrasattva very compassionately sends down a powerful light beam that enters the crown of your head, illuminates the inside of your body as if flipping on a light switch in a room. All the darkness is instantly dispelled, and that is purifying all those past negative actions of your mind. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipushaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Sipushaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sitashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Mempriyasa Sarvakama Sutsame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Membriyasa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sabahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Membriyasa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dido Mebawa Sitoshaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Membriyasa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. How wonderful. All your delusions completely purified. All the sources of our sufferings and the cause why we harm others completely gone. And then we purify even the subtlest imprints that might have been left. It's like we've just flushed all our negative actions like poo down the toilet, but there still is a lingering smell in the air. We're going to purify even that. And those are the obstacles, the subtlest obstacles to our enlightenment. Vajrasattva again sends down a light ray, which completely illuminates your body from the inside. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Membriyasa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Membriyasa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Membriyasa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sitoshaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Membriyasa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Membriyasa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Membriyasa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Suposhaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Membriyasa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And it should feel like any weight that you had on you has been completely lifted, nothing left, just light, purified, positive. And then for the final step, we have to resolve not to repeat any past negative actions. It's very realistic to know that habits mean that we tend to repeat things, and that this is just a process. So if there's anything specific you've remembered, use that as a basis to decide, I will not repeat this same action. And then set a reasonable goal of a few minutes, a few hours, till you wake up in the morning. Or maybe you've been working on it for a while and you think you can keep it for a week or a month or a year, whatever is realistic. And then if you do accomplish that, you rejoice. But if the habit is strong and you do make that mistake, then you purify it again. Part of the process. And then for all your other negative habits, set a general intention that you will not repeat them and that you will do everything possible to hold a mind of not harming others, of acting virtuously. Guru Vajrasattva is so pleased. He's absolutely delighted, wants to merge with you. So he dissolves into white light and enters through the crown of your head, merging with you, so that your body, speech, and mind, the Guru's body, speech, and mind, Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind are all in union oneness. Thinking about the emptiness, where there is no I, creator of negative karma, no action of creating negative karma. There is no negative karma created. All phenomena existing is empty of inherent existence, yet still dependent arisings, still function, but just so subtly, it's as if they don't exist. And think, may all the virtuous karma I have created from doing this practice ripen as my enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. And as we do these 3 dedication verses, you can continue to meditate on the meaning or recite along with me. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may bodhicitta, from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second, and that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may emptiness be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second, and that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may I, who am empty from my own side, achieve Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are empty from their own side to that enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, as quickly as possible by myself alone. And we also pray for the long life of all of our gurus, especially His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Khachoe Lama Zopa Rinpoche, any of your precious teachers. May they continue to teach, to guide us, and keep us close in every rebirth until we all attain enlightenment. Thank you so much for creating this little community together, spending a very meaningful half hour together. Amazing. Without you, it's not possible. So thank you for coming.
Venerable.